Good evening, and welcome to the 27th Annual Poudre School District Elementary School Honor Choir Concert. Tonight is a night to celebrate vocal music in our elementary schools. It is a night when more than 100 4th and 5th graders from across the district will join together to create beautiful music. It is also a night to celebrate 3 of our district's elementary school choirs, which meet as extracurricular groups at their respective schools. Good evening again. I'm Todd Lambert, PSD's Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Schools, and I'm pleased to be your MC for this evening. I know from my own educational experiences just how valuable music can be. Now, I must admit that I did not play a musical instrument past the 7th grade, nor was I part of our school's choirs. But music was still a huge part of my life, just as I'm certain it was part of yours. Whether it was your first concert, REO Speedwagon. Oh yeah, Survivor warmed up, it was awesome. Or songs that trigger permanent memories of special days or moments. Music is something that runs through each and every one of us. Tonight, you will see and hear not only how music can impact students' lives and experiences, but also how their music can impact others. And just as a reminder for those in the audience and those that might have grandmas and grandpas wanting to watch this that are not here, don't forget that this is being streamed live tonight on PSD TV's YouTube channel. You can just go to youtube.com, search for Poudre School District, and the concert will be live tonight. So if you got to send some messages to people, go ahead and do that. Just want to make sure that you know it's live tonight. We are in for a real treat this evening. You are going to hear some incredible music sung and played by many astonishing young students, some of their teachers, and a few special guests. As a reminder, please turn off all cell phones or other audible electronic devices, and remember that videotaping and flash photography are not allowed. We invite you to sit back, enjoy the students' performance, and allow the power of music to influence you. To get it started, our first guest choir tonight is the Bauder Pride Choir from Bauder Elementary School. The Bauder Pride Choir is under the direction of Deanna Franklin, and while Mrs. Franklin holds a Juris Doctorate degree, she left the practice of law to become a music teacher and completed ORF Levels training at the University of Memphis. Mrs. Franklin has been recognized as a Rotary Teacher of the Year in Memphis and was a Rotary Teacher of the Year finalist right here in PSD. Mrs. Franklin's students have performed at the National Conference of the American ORF Shoalwork Association, and she has developed a thriving guitar program at Bauder Elementary. She has even taught in Wuhan, China, and Bratislava, Slovakia as part of a culture exchange during her recent sabbatical. The Bauder Pride Choir consists of about 40 amazing 4th and 5th grade students. They meet once a week during the school day so that anyone may participate. The choir is accompanied by Adrienne Robinson. Ms. Robinson has freely given of her time and talent accompanying Bauder music for 14 years. This year, Bauder celebrates its 50th anniversary. Music has always been an integral part of Bauder's history since Bauder was named for beloved PSD music teacher Catherine Bauder. Bauder's principal is Brian Carpenter, the assistant principal Angie McDonald. Please help me in welcoming the Bauder Pride Choir from Bauder Elementary School.
to all at this time of celebration. For the season now stands for love and hope and peace. Carry it beyond, never let the singing cease. Cheer, you hear the joyful singing. Message of delight, the nightingale is bringing. Message of delight, the nightingale is bringing.
Thank you, Mrs. Franklin and the Bauder Proud Choir. Let's give them one more hand. You know, here in Fort Collins, we are fortunate to be part of a community that truly embraces music. We have numerous options for live music performances, music festivals, private lessons, and other musical experiences. Our very own Fort Collins Symphony provides outreach in the form of the Youth Education Series concert for our 4th and 5th graders. The Fort Collins Lincoln Center offers various outreach opportunities each year in conjunction with the Poudre School District's Department of Curriculum and Instruction. Bohemian Foundation supports various musical activities, notably the Modern Band, as well as the new PSD Music Innovation Grant. Opportunities to learn, perform, and hear music in our daily lives and activities abound. In school, our students have numerous opportunities to make music. Poudre School District provides curricular and extracurricular musical offerings ranging from elementary school choirs and rock bands to secondary performance classes like band, choir, orchestra, jazz band, modern band, music theory, and more. Students in our district take part in a unique summer band and orchestra program which propels them to success in the middle schools and beyond. And yet, music is so much more than a class or an experience. Music is a way to express ourselves through the tangible, lyrics, pitches, rhythms, melody, and harmony, and the intangible, emotion, mood, and feelings of community and togetherness. Music is mathematical. We feel the rate and proportions of the music, and we can count and analyze music in great rational detail. Music supports both mathematics and literacy. Music evokes emotion and allows us to communicate while helping students develop 21st century skills like collaboration, communication, and creativity. Music helps kids be ready for cooperative work in their future endeavors, including their eventual careers. Music allows our students to work as a team in many ways, and not the least of which is participation in a choir. And on that note, tonight's second guest choir is the Laurel Lynx Choir. The Laurel Lynx Choir is made up of students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades at Laurel Elementary School. The choir meets weekly before school, so they're a dedicated bunch. Their director, Laurel music specialist Molly Kelly, graduated from Northwestern University with a Bachelor of Performance degree in trombone. Mrs. Kelly has performed with various orchestras and ensembles and returned to Northwestern in 2009 to earn a Master of Music Education degree. After a 4-year stint in Evanston, Illinois public schools, Molly and her family decided to move to Fort Collins, where she has been the music teacher at Laurel Elementary School for the last 4 years. The Laurel Lynx Choir is generously accompanied by 4th grade teacher Kathy Frazier. The teachers and students would like to thank their principal, Tommy Sue Cox, and assistant principal, Amanda Paul-Wesky. Please help me welcome the Laurel Lynx Choir under the direction of Molly Kelly and accompanied by Kathy Frazier. I just want to make an announcement. For those of you that parked in the post office parking lot directly across there, you really shouldn't have done that. We're getting word that they are in the process of beginning to tow cars. This happens periodically. Apparently, they don't like you parking in that lot. We want to let you know that there is available parking. If you parked across the street there in that lot, there is available parking in the pool parking lot directly behind this building. So if you need to make arrangements, get that car moved, we just want to give you the heads up before you get your car towed. All right? And now, the Laurel Lynx Choir.
Together.
One more round of applause. Thank you, Mrs. Kelly and the Laurel Lynx Choir. As our final guest choir of the night makes its way to the stage, I would like to focus on some of the benefits of music in the lives of our students. Music in and of itself provides beauty. It is intrinsically valuable for adding aesthetic experience to our lives, whether we are in the audience or whether we're the performers. It evokes memories and feelings and provides an avenue for self-expression. Music improves cognition and reading skills. After all, performing music requires students to track from left to right, decode symbols, and produce sounds without interrupting their fluency. Music also enhances mathematics. The two subjects are closely connected. While numerous well-known studies tell us that music helps the brain, music helps the whole child as well. Throughout history, many have recognized the value of music. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "Without music, life would be a mistake." And it was Plato that told us, "Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything." And it was Einstein that said, "If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music." Musicians themselves can provide us with words of wisdom. And since they sent me this script as a Word document and not a PDF, I took the liberty of adding a few of the quotes for you. Musicians can give you advice on life. Mary J. Blige said, "Everything is scary if you look at it, so you've just got to live it." They can also speak in history. The late Frank Zappa said, "All the good music has already been written by people with wigs and stuff." And some of these musicians can even give us advice that might seem contradictory to what Grandma said. Steven Tyler profoundly said, "The things that come to those who wait may be the things left by those who got there first." We know so much about the benefits of music and music education. While playing an instrument has a unique ability to activate the entire brain, singing provides a unique opportunity to express oneself through the words tied to melody, harmony, and rhythm. Singing in a choir also creates community. Before we move on to the next act, we want to pause for some special recognition. I'd like to invite Mrs. Jennifer Martinez, music teacher at Bacon Elementary, to join me up here on the stage. Right here. You should know that Jennifer is the music teacher at Bacon Elementary. She works with students in kindergarten through 5th grade, and she believes that every child deserves the best we can give each and every day. It's also important for you to know that Mrs. Martinez is the reigning PSD Rotary Teacher of the Year. So congratulations to her. Last year, Mrs. Martinez was awarded Music Innovation Grant money from the Bohemian Foundation to provide music services for PSD students receiving extended school years. And they do that during the month of June. And during this time, she brought musical experience to 64 pre-K through 5th grade students during their summer program. Mrs. Martinez is a Kodai certified music teacher and a trained modern band teacher. She presented her work on differentiation in the music room at the Modern Band Summit in July of 18, and in 2014, she was the founding creative director of the Salina Youth Choir in Kansas and the KMEA Honor Choir Chair in North Central Kansas. Mrs. Martinez earned a master's degree in music education with an emphasis in special music education from Wichita State University in 2016, and she holds a Bachelor of Music Education degree from Hastings College. Congratulations, Mrs. Martinez, on your award. Give her a big round of applause. Our third and final guest choir of the night is the Poudre Elementary River Song Choir. The River Song Choir meets one morning per week for 55 minutes. The choir consists of 41 students in grades 3 through 5. Mrs. Flail, who is in her 9th year at CLPE, started the choir when she joined the pirate staff in 2010. The River Song Choir is performed at the Colorado Music Educators Association Clinic, at the Denver Zoo's Zoo Lights, and at other local events. Mrs. Flail would especially like to thank volunteer accompanist Roxanne Lane, who continues to accompany the CLPE choir even though her daughter now attends middle school. The choir also appreciates the support of CLPE Principal Landis Boucher and Assistant Principal Evan Netzer. Please help me welcome the CLPE River Song Choir under the direction of Mrs. Melissa Flail. And Mrs. Flail and the students of the River Song Choir. One more round of applause for them. And now, it's time for our 2019 Honor Choir. Each year, Poudre School District honors some of our very best elementary school singers with the opportunity to perform in a choir made up of their musical peers. Each elementary sends between 2 and 5 students to represent their school in the annual Elementary School Honor Choir. And once again, this is our 27th year for this performance. Tonight's guest conductor is Wendy Burback. Wendy Burback earned her Bachelor of Music Education degree from Colorado State University. Mrs. Burback's teaching career has included elementary and middle school choir, musical theater, and general music classes in both Weld RE9 and Poudre school districts. She has directed various community and church musical groups, including children's choirs, adult choirs, orchestras, and she even does private voice lessons. In the fall of 2013, she assumed the duties as director of bel canto with the Centennial Children's Chorus. She loves living in Fort Collins and enjoys the Colorado lifestyle with her husband and their 3 beautiful children. Prior to this evening's performance, Mrs. Burback and our Poudre School District Honor Choir students have only had 5 rehearsals together. These diligent students have worked hard in rehearsal, practicing on their own and with their music teachers. I think you will be amazed by what they have accomplished in such a short time. I'd like you to please join me in welcoming the 2018-2019 Poudre School District Elementary Honor Choir under the direction of Wendy Burback, accompanied by Allison Petrus. And while we're waiting for all of them to come up here, this will be a great time to thank those that are working right back there in PSD TV's Channel 10. They've been bringing this to you live tonight, handling all the work that goes with this. Please give Matt Gold and Phil Primo a nice round of applause from PSD TV. Thanks, guys. And again, the 2018-2019 Honor Choir.
Above earth's lamentation,
Thank you again, Elementary School Honor Choir. One more round of applause for them, please. All right. While all of the choirs are making their way to the stage for the mass choir number, we would like to say thank you to some people who helped make this night possible. First off, right away, how about our honor choir coordinators, Mr. Cody Kruger, music teacher at Warner Elementary, and Mr. Darren Wagner, music teacher at Cruz Elementary. We want to once again thank Allison Petrus as our accompanist again for the year. Thank you, Allison. We'd like to thank the Curriculum Department Office Manager Mary Dougal and Department Secretary Michelle Lay, along with Budget Analyst Charles McNamee. They did a lot for us. The PSD warehouse staff did a great job. The Lincoln Center, what a beautiful environment for us to perform in tonight. We also want to thank our elementary music teachers. Now, some of them are coordinating kids, some of them are in the audience, some of them might even be upstage. If you're an elementary music teacher, please get your hand up, wave to everyone, come up here. If you're in the audience, please stand. We just want to recognize them. They're all around tonight doing a lot of work. Thank you. I can see right up there in the back row center, we have our elementary administrators, principals, and assistant principals. Would you please stand and be recognized? I'd also like to let you families from Johnson know that Johnson Principal Georgie Dawson has a birthday tomorrow. Just want to pass that on to you. Yep. How about PSD leadership? Any Board of Education members and Central Administration? Could you please stand up and be recognized? Thank you very much. We have one more tradition that we like to do here. We like to thank a group of people that are incredibly important to the success of the young folks up here on stage. We want to thank our parents and guardians, grandparents, and all the people that work so hard to make it possible for these kids to do the things they do. I'd like for the students, members of all the choir, look out there, make eye contact, and give your parents, grandparents, and guardians a big round of applause. Say thank you. We have experienced some amazing music tonight, performed by students representing every single elementary school in Poudre School District. The role of music in their lives is evident. Indeed, music is more important to us than we may realize. What would the latest Star Wars movie be without the musical themes? How would we remember what's in a Big Mac without the old-time commercial jingle? Those of us old enough to remember that jingle. And of course, the pop culture scene wouldn't have its Baby Shark or Fortnite dances without the music that goes along with it. While music is vital in our everyday lives, it is not every day that we are treated to an amazing live musical performance like the concert we have shared tonight. Students, your musical performances have been inspiring. In Poudre School District, we are fortunate to have a school board, administration, and a community that all support and value music. As you have heard tonight, music allows students such as these to excel and thrive, and we are so proud of them and of our music programs. We have one last opportunity tonight to hear these students sing. So please turn your attention to our mass choir, Bauder, Laurel, CLPE, and the Elementary Honor Choir. What a great response from the audience. Keep that round of applause going for the whole choir. What a great job. We would now invite the directors of the choirs that have been here tonight to please join us on the stage. Have all of our directors coming out. A lot of hard work goes into this. How about a round of applause for our directors tonight? You have no idea how hard it was to choreograph all of that there, that last minute and a half. We'd like to ask you a favor before we wrap up tonight. We're going to release the students in a moment, and we ask that everyone in the audience please remain seated until the guest choirs are back in their assigned seating areas. When they have all returned, we ask that you pick up your child in that area. Thank you for being our guest tonight, and we certainly hope you have enjoyed the evening. I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Darren Wagner for a few final remarks. Mr. Wagner.
All right, thank you once again, everybody. What a beautiful show. As the kids are going, if you could please, like Mr. Lambert said, Dr. Lambert said, if you could remain in your seats. And once your kids are safely to their rooms, you guys are free to go and get them. The honor choir students, we will let them come to the stairs, but please no parents on the stage. And thank you.